Hi guys, this is Coach Bill with Bill Mabry Online Coaching. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Hey guys, today I'm doing a video about molecular hydrogen H2, which is a very powerful mimicking antioxidant that's in every glass of hydrogen-rich water. There's a lot of history behind this. Even our ancestors drank this water. The problem is that over the years we've contaminated our water, and now our drinking water or our source of water no longer has this powerful antioxidant, which is known as hydrogen H2. But there's actually a lot of misinformation being or out there by a lot of people that are actually doing live demos on hydrogen-rich water and how our water source today, including all of our bottled water, even those bottled waters you guys are buying at health food stores that are actually known as healthy water, they're not healthy. Science today is showing us that most of the water that is in bottled water is actually contaminated, not just with toxic chemicals, but also with plastic particles. You can go on YouTube and you can see that for yourself. But today, guys, I just want to clarify and give you the truth behind hydrogen H2. And so if you do get invited to a live demo or a group demo of somebody who is actually promoting a electrolysis device, that's a device that was designed decades ago by scientists that will actually take your source water from your kitchen sink or your city water and actually convert it into restructured hydrogen H2 drinking water, which is much more healthier for you. Problem is that a lot of these other devices out there aren't actually producing enough hydrogen H2 to really be therapeutic to the body, because you need to be producing, or you need to be drinking a minimum of 0.5 ppm up to 1.0 plus. We recommend your device need to be producing 1.0 plus ppm in order to help fight all those free radicals out there that are causing so many medical issues, because that's the problem. We are being inundated with free radicals from the environmental toxins that we're breathing every day, from the foods you guys are eating, and plus from the water you're drinking, that is depressing our immune system and also causing us to premature age. And so what I want to do, guys, is I want to go through, I did a blog post, and I'm going to take you over to my website so that we'll briefly go over that, the blog post. But if you want to be more specific, if you want to see more specific information, I will send you the PDF of Hydrogen 101. All you have to do is just give me your email. Email me at drinknatureswater@gmail.com, and I will forward that ebook that was more specific. This blog post that I'm going to talk to you about today just gives you the most important points of that ebook, but the ebook is also important. And so this information I'm giving you guys is very important for the healthier family. Guys, it's not old news about how contaminated our city waters are, how contaminated our bottled water are. It's not new news to science. There are tons of scientific case studies out there showing that most of the chemicals that are in our source water and in the bottled water are causing major medical issues, and that they're also showing it is causing multiple different types of cancers. This is not new news, guys. You guys need to stop taking your water for granted and really look at the source water you're drinking. And if you're going to get involved in a device that will actually convert your city source water into restructured alkaline water, which is H2, you have to have a device that has the new filter technology in it that's actually been tested by a third-party lab showing it will take out 99.9% of most of all the toxins, especially the ones that are the most dangerous to the body. Guys, that is vitally important because you need to take the toxic chemicals out of the water before it goes through the electrolysis process, because once those toxic chemicals that are not taken out goes through that electrolysis process, it makes those chemicals more bioavailable for your body to absorb at the cellular level. And that's the issue. That's where most of the issues with our medical issues out there as far as diseases is because we have a dysfunctional cell, and in that cell you have lots and lots of what they call mitochondria. And decades ago it was discovered that when you have a dysfunctional mitochondria caused by free radical damages and by the environmental toxins and the toxins in your food and your water, that's when it contributes to most of you or most of those people out there that have cancer. So let's go over to my blog post real quick. Okay guys, this is the front cover of my blog post. So what I did was I typed in billmabrycoaching.com. As you can see, this is a complete information of all of the different personal coaching programs I have, the online fat loss courses that I provide, and also I have a program that's going to help you not only to reverse type 2 diabetes, but get you off the medication. Now guys, I'm not sure if you knew about this, but metformin is now being shown to cause many other disease models when used long term. Matter of fact, the FDA has been asking the pharmaceutical companies, and I'm just saying the term asking, they're not demanding it, but they're asking the pharmaceutical companies to actually pull metformin off the shelves because of a toxic chemical that is shown to cause cancer. So that's why you guys need to try, you need to actually reverse, you can actually reverse type 2 diabetes naturally by just changing the types of foods you're eating, changing the time you're eating, changing the type of water you're eating, and also introducing some kind of exercise. And you can do it naturally without medication, and you will actually, documentation will always overrule conversation. I have helped hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people reverse type 2 diabetes naturally without medication, and actually gave them the education they need to actually reverse it forever. So, but here we go. Let's go ahead. I'm going to take you to my blog post. So all you do, guys, is you have to just click on my blog post here, and you'll go right to the section where all my blogs are. I've got, you can see, I've got multiple different topics that you can go through that might answer most of your questions out here. But the one we're talking about today is the truth behind the molecular hydrogen H2 and hydrogen-rich water. So all you have to do is click on that. Okay, so let's briefly go through this. Like I said, guys, if you want to see the actual PDF of 101, which is more specific, then just email me at drinknatureswater@gmail.com, and I will forward that over to you. So I just need your email. But the first thing you're going to see in this blog post is the hydrogen, molecular hydrogen miracle of science. Now, guys, this really isn't old news. This is actually, this is not new news. This is actually old news. Molecular hydrogen has been researched for decades and decades and decades because of the therapeutic property of the molecule that is helping many disease models. So what I did here, guys, and you can go back and you can go through it. But first of all, you need to understand what is the property of molecular hydrogen. So I just gave you a brief idea of what molecular hydrogen H2. The other thing is, in this blog post, I'm giving you a lot of science, guys. This is not me talking. I'm not the one that made this up. This is decades of scientific research that is coming out. Now in the last 5 or 6 or 7 years, guys, I'm getting a ton of brand new, real scientific case studies showing the therapeutic properties of water that has hydrogen H2 in it for many disease models, that's including cancer. Now, I've helped a lot of people reverse type 2 diabetes just by changing them from the water they're drinking to water that has the molecule hydrogen H2 in it. But as you can see here, evidence based over 1,000 peer-reviewed studies, which is more now, in over 200 plus disease models regulating over 200 biomolecules have been published in the benefits of hydrogen H2, ranging from its superb antioxidants. See, that's the key. There's where a lot of people are giving out misinformation about the antioxidant properties in restructured alkaline water, and I'm going to take you through the mistakes they're making and the misinformation. But you have to first understand, guys, H2 is a superb antioxidant with capabilities to its remarkable ability to increase energy and reduce recovery time after exercise. The reason for that is it's a very powerful antioxidant. And if you want to know more about free radicals, you guys can go and look those up on Google free radical damage. But H2 is the component of the water that's actually going to neutralize the free radicals that are causing many medical issues, that are causing you to premature age, just like an apple. What happens when you cut an apple? I'm going to show you that. But anyway, there's the science behind what H2 is as an antioxidant. Now, what's really amazing, guys, is that this powerful mimicking antioxidant is so powerful that it will neutralize no other antioxidant, not even the antioxidant in your foods you eat, or the apples or the fruits or the vegetables. There is no other antioxidant out there except for hydrogen H2 that will take the most dangerous antioxidant to the human body and actually neutralize it. It's called a hydroxyl radical. Toxic. You're consuming, your environment is so toxic, your water you're drinking is so toxic, and your food you're eating is so toxic that your body is being overran by hydroxyl radicals. And what's crazy about hydrogen H2, what's amazing about it, is it actually will take the most dangerous free radicals, the hydroxyl radicals, and actually neutralize it and actually turn it back into water. That to me is unbelievable. So here it is. It rapidly converts toxic hydroxyl radicals to water. That's not me. That's science. It maintains an antioxidant homeostasis. In other words, the body antioxidants are leveraged. So guys, the picture here just shows you that drinking 1.5 or a glass of hydrogen-rich water has the equivalent of antioxidant power as consuming all these fruits here. But the thing what's amazing is you have natural antioxidants in your body. You also, by the fruits you're eating and the vegetables that are pure and organic and have antioxidant, the hydrogen H2 is actually going to amplify the antioxidants that you're consuming. And this is going to boost your immune system up. There's a lot of science out there that's now showing by those people that have cancer, by boosting their immune system up, they're able to fight cancer naturally and reverse it without medication. Molecular hydrogen H2 is a powerful mimicking antioxidant, not the negative ORP of water. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Those that are doing these live demos out there, or these demos on YouTube that are testing the alkalinity of the water, the negative ORP of the water, and then of course most of them aren't testing the actual H2 concentration in the water, because what they're telling you is that the negative ORP that's in the water is an indication of an antioxidant, which is not. Remember what I said. The actual mimicking antioxidant is the H2, not the negative charge. So I'll explain a little bit more about that. It's also a powerful antioxidant. It helps with chronic oxidative stress. That has been identified as one of the major causes of aging and modern disease. Molecular hydrogen has some distinct advantages causing researchers to propose it as a novel antioxidant with therapeutic prevention application. It's the smallest molecule on the planet. That's why it's able to be absorbed into the cells so quickly. It's able to penetrate into the cells, flush out all that crap and toxic chemicals that are accumulating in your cells, causing mitochondria damage, causing diseases. Every glass of H2 you drink, you're flushing out whatever toxic chemicals are stored up in those cells. H2 can penetrate the stomach lining quickly and acts inside the cells immediately. So it's actually feeding your good gut bacteria, which is the front line of defense, because you have 80% of your immune system is in your gut. And most of the American public today, according to science, have some kind of sick gut. And that is causing not only your immune system to be depressed, but is also causing your brain. Because you guys have to remember, your gut and your brain are attacked. You have a sick gut, you have a sick brain. It's able to get into every part of the cell and even cross the blood-brain barrier. Guys, this is really important for your brain. 80% of your brain is water. If you're not drinking the right, proper structured water that's hydrating the brain, most of you most likely are dehydrated in the brain, then that's one of the root causes of brain fog and many other brain issues as well. Guys, this is very important for your seniors out there. As you can see in both these pictures, I talked about how free radicals cause damage at the cellular level, especially for those of you that are older now and that are seeing yourself premature age too fast. So this is what free radical damage can do. So all you have to do is take a look at this picture here on the right. And so when you cut an apple open and you leave it exposed to the air for a period of time, what happens to that apple? Well, obviously it starts to turn brown, right? Well, that is because that apple is being attacked by the free radicals in the air, causing it to starting to what we might want to call aging or rotting. And so there's no difference to that activation of the free radicals causing the aging of that apple as it does to your cell at the cellular level. The free radicals that you're consuming from the air you're breathing, the food you're eating, and the water you're drinking is doing the same thing to your cells at the cellular level as it does to those apples when you cut it open, the damage of those free radicals. If you look to the pictures of the left, you have an older woman and a same age woman that has become healthy, lives a clean, healthy life. And so if you're looking at these two pictures, which one of these women would you rather be? And this goes for men too, is that you want to live whatever life you have left, you want to live it in the ability to keep doing the things you enjoy doing and not being the majority of our seniors who are in these senior homes to be either in a walker or a wheelchair. And the most excitement they get on a daily basis is when those nurses are actually taking them out of the hospital or of these nursing homes, putting them outside, and they're sitting in these chairs looking at the outside environment, and that's the most excitement you get. You want to be able to do the things that you enjoy doing even at an older age. Let's scroll down here. Okay, very important. Hydrogen H2 is a selective antioxidant. Guys, most of these people aren't telling you that you have free radicals that your body needs. Again, I'm going to say it again. You have free radicals in the body that your body needs to help kill off bad bacteria and viruses. And so you have to be consuming an antioxidant that is known to be selective. And that means it's only going to neutralize the bad antioxidant. It's going to leave your good free radicals alone that you have to have in order to burn off bacteria and those viruses that your body is being consumed with on a daily basis. Helps promote cellular and support cellular signaling. So I've given you a list of different improvement that H2 has, and I'm actually giving you the science behind it. Like the International Journal of Sports Medicine did a research in 2015. This is a real research that it increases the antioxidant levels. Molecular hydrogen activates up regulation of antioxidant enzyme. All that means is it's taking the antioxidants you're consuming in foods and just up-regulating, making them more powerful to help your immune system. Reduces oxidative stress, reduces inflammation. More about the brain. The brain is, so you can read about that. The brain is 2 to 4% of your body's weight, but consumes 20 to 40% of oxygen you breathe. Since 2 to 5% of oxygen you breathe turns into free radicals, remember what I said? You can never, ever get away from free radicals because you're consuming it by breathing it every day. You're consuming it in the water you're drinking, and you're consuming in the food you're drinking. So the oxygen you breathe turns into free radicals. Your brain is highly susceptible to oxidative stress damage. This is why molecular hydrogen is so important in neutralizing the excess free radicals that occur in the brain. Guys, again, because molecular hydrogen, H2, is the smallest molecule on the planet, it has the ability to penetrate the blood-brain barrier to neutralize those free radicals with every single glass you drink. If you're drinking city water that has contaminants in it, if you're drinking bottled water that has contaminants in it, and plastic particles in it with every glass, and you're consuming your 64 ounces to 124 ounces a day, don't you think that over time you're going to be destroying your brain and your body at the cellular level with all those toxic chemicals? Absolutely. And that's why the United States is one of the sickest countries in the world, because our bodies is so consumed with free radicals, and because you're eating the standard American diet, which is also processed contaminated foods, you're overrunning your body, and your immune system is basically depressed, and that's why you're not able to fight off these diseases and prevent many diseases out there. Molecular hydrogen is a medicine, and with scientific literature discussing, I told you this before, you can see this in my blog, that I put some science in there on the different property or the different parts of the body this water can help and actually reverse many disease models. Here's a picture of Emily and I. We've been drinking this water. My family's been drinking this water for over 15 years. We've been following our online, we offer an online coaching program for those of you that want to lose that belly fat or body fat, or you want to improve your health. And for those seniors out there and baby boomers that are actually looking to get in the best shape of their lives and still add lean muscle and burn off that belly fat, we offer programs. You just have to go to my website, as you can see on here, personal coaching and online courses, and click on those and find the one that best fits you. And so our whole family have been drinking this water for over 15 years. I'll be 71 this year. My wife will be 68. We are in phenomenal shape. We can exercise hard. We can train hard without even being sore. And by the time we walk out of the gym, we are completely recovered, because hydrogen H2 is known to flush out the metabolic damage your body produces when it's exercising. That's why you guys are sore, is because you're not eliminating the metabolic waste or extra lactic acid that is being developed by exercising, and that's causing you to be sore and damage to the muscle. Because we're hydrating with this water as we exercise, before we exercise, and then especially after we exercise, we are flushing out these metabolic wastes that causes damage to the muscle. Now, this is the portion I want to come to. This is where beware of those who are promoting alkaline restructured ionized water out of a device. Guys, the topic is actually going to be the truth and confusion about alkaline ionized water. And I'm actually going to be using new scientific research proving what they're saying about the antioxidant properties of this water and where the actual antioxidants are. And so researchers are also documented that when H2 is absent from electrolyzed reduced water, the benefits are eliminated. When it is increased, the benefits also increase. Okay, until 2007, most thought, again, even myself, I had to re-educate myself. Most thought that the alkaline pH of the ERW, the presence of the hydroxide OH negative molecule, the negative ORP reduction, so that's what these people that are doing these demos are playing off using a meter to test the amount of OH negative or negative or the negative ORP in the water as reduction potential or as a proposed microclustering of the water were responsible for the wide range of positive benefits seen in research studies reportedly by individuals using of the water. In fact, this is science. In fact, you will still hear these reasons today from misinformed owners of water ionizers and distributors of the machines. We now know the truth. Negative ORP is simply an indicator of the presence of dissolved molecular hydrogen, not a measurement of the concentration. That's the key, guys. You have to have a minimum of 0.5 ppm or higher. We recommend you must have a device that's actually putting out 1.0 ppm and higher in order to be able to neutralize the amount of free radicals we are consuming in the environment throughout the day. Guys, again, the negative ORP has nothing to do with is not the antioxidant component of electrolyzed reduced water. The negative ORP alone does not contribute to the health benefits. The pH of the water is more basic than the tap water that goes into the machine, but it does not have a greater alkalinity in that it does not increase the concentration of dissolved alkaline minerals. And the OH negative hydroxide ion simply makes the water more alkaline. That's all it really does. It is not an antioxidant. This is science. This is not me. Most of those who are doing the water demos today are still telling people because water has a negative ORP, it is a powerful antioxidant. That is not true. All it does is make the water more alkaline. It also does not mean it has a concentration of H2. Guys, I have tested other machines. I have tested the most popular machine on the market right now. I've tested 4 of them. And they were all below 0.3. But they did have a high IRP. They had a negative ORP of 600 to minus 700, which means that is just telling us that when we put the red drops in the water, it has a dark purple color. Doesn't mean it's got antioxidant because those waters are not putting out enough hydrogen to be therapeutic to the body. You can actually have hydrogen or a high alkalinity, which is going to be 7.5 or higher, with a negative ORP, which could be between negative 450 up to negative 700, and not have any H2. So when you test the water with the way they recommend to test it with blue drops, that water will actually show no hydrogen H2. Don't be deceived. It's the hydrogen H2 in the water. You eliminate the H2 in the electrolyzed reduced water, you no longer have therapeutic water. That's the bottom line, and that's what this science is saying. Your device may have a negative ORP and yet may test less than 0.5. Okay, guys? So that's where that's where these people need to be re-educated. And when they're talking to other groups of people about the benefits of hydrogen H2, they need to be more specific and tell the whole story that it's not about the alkalinity. It's not about the negative ORP. It's all about the H2. Now, the device, I was with the top device, the top selling device for 15 years until I understood how important it was for the device that you're using will take out 99.9% of the toxins that are in your source water. Those devices I was selling were not doing that. That filter, internal filter, was only taking out 1, and that was chlorine. I have now learned through science and that you have to take out all the chemicals that are in the source water before it goes through the electrolysis process, because once those toxic chemicals that are left in the water have been taken out, when they go through that electrolysis process, they are actually become more bioavailability to the cells at the cellular level, and their cells are going to store those up, and you do not want that to happen, especially if you have any kind of disease like type 2 diabetes or cancer. You have to have a device that's had a third-party lab test showing the toxic chemicals that are taken out, especially the most dangerous ones, for you to drink. And that's why I had to move over to Alcaviva. Alcaviva has the new technology, new filter technology, along with the new technology that actually cleans a machine automatically. So there's no more worrying about cleaning the machine every 2 weeks. There's no more worrying about cleaning the machine or doing a deep clean every year. The device, Alcaviva device, has got the new technology that actually shows, and with a third-party lab test, it takes out 99.9% of all toxic chemicals before it goes through the electrolysis. Also has a new technology as far as cleaning, and so you never have to worry about scaling, and that's what's the biggest enemy of hydrogen H2 is the scaling on the plates. When that scaling happens, it actually will cause less hydrogen to be produced. New science is now showing when owning an ionizer, you should not drink alkaline restructured water higher than 9.8. The high pH may cause damage to the plates inside. This is also science. This is actually a case study where they tested different ionizers, and the damage that the higher alkalinity could cause corrosion and metal particles to be in your drinking water. You don't want that. So I actually put the science that actually showed this particular case study on how plates can be actually start to corrode, and the metal particles from the corrosion is going to be in your actual drinking water. Guys, in conclusion of the research, however, even though I was with the company for over 15 years, I still helped a lot of people with that device to reverse a lot of medical issues and become more healthier, but I didn't realize that the output or what would happen long term. And I actually put a picture of, these are the plates I took out of my devices, and because I used the higher alkalinity, the 11.5 and 2.5, consistently through my machines, when I pulled these out, I was pretty shocked to see how corroded and burnt those plates were, because I used the higher alkalinity was caused too much heat and corrosion over time and burnt my plate. So most likely I thought I was drinking healthy water, and as you can see, those plates are pretty well damaged. So guys, there is a way, like I said, you have to understand that it's the hydrogen H2 that's actually the component that is going to give you the therapeutic properties of the water, not the alkalinity or not the negative ORP. Now, because of California being so toxic in their water, and because there's so many toxic, just recently the EPA just said that they have added 56 more dangerous toxic chemical to the list of the toxic chemicals already in the water, which is known to cause cancer. If you want to have a double way of making sure that your family's drinking the best water, then you should be drinking the water out of the device, the Alcaviva device, that actually produces higher levels of hydrogen H2. That's your therapeutic. Then put a whole house now. I have to go back, in every device, every Alcaviva device, you have 2 filters in there that have been shown by a third-party lab to take out 99.9% of the toxic chemicals. So just in those filters, internal filters, you're taking out 99% of the toxic chemicals. You really want to be sure about everything? Then we also offer a whole house system that also has a list of all the toxic chemicals that are being taken out, and because that way you're eliminating chlorine and many toxic chemicals to be absorbed through the body when you're taking your showers. Now remember, when you're taking a hot bath or a hot shower and you don't have a whole house system, or you don't have a way to get the chlorine out, your family is breathing chlorine gas All you have to do is look at the side effects of breathing chlorine gas, for a long period of time and what it does to your health. So guys, like I said, you can go to billmabrycoaching.com, click on the blog post, and you can actually reread this blog. And again, like I said, you can also email me and I will send you a PDF. It's called Hydrogen 101. It's got the complete information about the properties of hydrogen H2. Hi guys, I'm back. So guys, I hope the information that I gave you will give you an idea on why you shouldn't take your water for granted and how powerful hydrogen H2 is. And just again, be aware of those that are trying to promote their devices. And when they're doing these live demos, when they're testing different waters or testing bottled waters, and they're using red drops to test the alkalinity, or they're using an ORP meter to test the negative ORP, most of them aren't testing for H2. And there's different ways to test for the concentration of S2, but science is saying right now the best way is with what they call blue drops, that will actually test the concentration of H2 in your water, which is your antioxidant, which is going to help you therapeutically wise if you have any kind of medical issue, especially with cancer and type 2 diabetes, guys. So again, guys, you can go to billmabrycoaching.com, click on the blog post. You can reread the blog I did here recently. You can reread that, and then, like I said, go to my email me at drinknatureswater@gmail.com, and I'll actually send you guys the PDF of the 101 hydrogen with more specifics to it. Okay, guys? Hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll see you guys at the next video.